Guys, we'll wait for a minute and then we'll start. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys practiced and read on these topics which we have been discussing. So if anyone has any questions, please let me know. Sorry. Meanwhile, we could check uh, the balance and if someone practiced or not. Did anyone of you, whoever is present, anyone of you guys practiced in this subscription? Arbaz is not there, I guess. Akib, Vikas, Yogesh, Henti, Adnan, Abrar, did you guys practice a bit? Anyone tried creating a virtual machine or virtual network, anything?
Yes, I tried
You did.
creating the virtual machine. It
Okay.
was created successfully. Later on, I deleted it after 10 minutes or so.
Okay. So this is the place from where you can check logs. If you suspect that someone has deleted your virtual machine or something has been done. So if you want to check, let's say for last 2 weeks now, Yogesh says that he created something and then he deleted. If I want to cross check it, then how can I do that? So log is the column, but we'll do that in the detail. कि कैसे check कर सकते हैं हम लोग logs में भी काफी detail होती है. We'll see that later when we have monitoring session. सबसे last में करने वाले हैं हम लोग. Fine. So it's already 16:05. We'll start. I think Juhi, you practiced, right? Were you able to delete all resources?
Yes.
You sure?
I created practice VM, which I guess I deleted.
Yes, the VM is deleted, but if you see VM's virtual network, which you created with name ICE, it is still there. A public
I
IP.
was trying to delete this one, but I could not delete this ICE.
Right, and public net, what error did you get? Did you check the error message?
I forgot actually. Let me try once again so that I can
No,
share
that's
that.
fine. I'll do it. I'll do it now. I'll show it to you what went wrong. And also your virtual machine where you were not able to take RDP. Did you check that why
Yes.
it happened? So what did you find? Why were you not able to take RDP?
I guess because of access.
What access?
Because after once I checked with you, you did something and I was able to do it. So I guess because of the access that you helped
No,
me
it
with.
has not. It had nothing to do with the access. It had a port issue. We'll discuss that in detail. But guys, whenever you practice and if you're stuck somewhere, and if I help or if anyone is helping, make sure you try to figure it out कि what went wrong, what did you miss जो हम लोगों ने cover किया है जिसके बाद आप लोग, because these are the steps which will be asked in interview. ये बहुत common question है interview में, that I'm not able to take RDP to my virtual machine. So if you are not able to take it and if I'm helping, so please make sure that you confirm that what did I do, or you try to repeat those steps. That is how you will learn. Interview में आप लोग बोल पाओगे कि हाँ हमारे पास ऐसे issues आते थे and these are the steps which I used to do to resolve the RDP issue. And if you're trying to delete something and if you're not able to do that, look at the error message, copy that error message, paste it in group. Someone will help you, or at least we'll be able to read. So whenever it's not only for one person, it's for all of you. किसी भी चीज को आप delete कर रहे हो, कुछ भी हो रहा है, so look at that error message, copy it, paste it in the group. So all these practice errors, it will help. These errors and these practice sessions will help you, because if you are looking for a good package, a better package, will have to portray that you are already working on Azure portal. So the moment you say I'm working on Azure portal since 2 years, they will expect, ठीक है 2 साल में आप लोगों ने क्या क्या काम किया बताइए, what was the toughest issue you faced, what is the normal issue, RDP is the normal issue, so how do you deal with it? So if you're claiming that you worked for 2 years, you should know these remedies. So wherever and whenever you see an error, make sure that you copy it, you work towards it, and if someone else is helping you, you note down the steps. So all these troubleshooting steps you can repeat in your interview. So first thing, we'll start with this. We'll try to delete this. If you try to delete this one by one, then there's a certain order. You cannot simply delete a virtual network when you have an IP, a usable IP there, right? So you cannot do that. Either you select all and you delete them, and then it will take the order automatically, which needs to be deleted first and which needs to be deleted next. And if you get some error, it will see. If we get any error, we'll see that. Okay, and we'll come back to this. Meanwhile, let's go back to our topic where we left. Do you guys have any questions on virtual network? What we have been discussing, CIDR, VNET, Subnet, because today we are planning to create, though we saw that, but it wasn't being recorded. So today we'll create a virtual machine फिर से, और इसमें हम सारी details को discuss करने वाले हैं अच्छे से. So did you guys understand that? Do you have any questions here till here? IP, CIDR, how to count IPs, ये सब में कोई details issue है किसी को अब तक? And this is what I was talking about, bit position and bit value. 32 बिट का हमारा IPv4 एड्रेस है. हर एक बिट में हर एक ऑक्टेट में जो है 4 आप sorry guys 8 bits है. So these are the 8 bits and the value of 8 bits यहाँ पर दी हुई है. It's always from left hand side to right hand side, LHS to RHS. So I asked you guys that if someone has given you, let me open a notepad for you, or maybe a Word file. Yes guys, meanwhile, do you have any questions before I finish with this networking and VNet and CIDR? We won't be able to come back and repeat it again, won't be possible for us. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Even if today's session goes in this one, that is fine. If I spend today's session time on VNet again CIDR, that is fine. Yes, somebody had some question.
या VNet के नीचे सबनेट अगर एक ही डिवीजन बनाना है सबनेट का,
Right.
तो 5 माइनस होंगे टू क्रिएट यूजेबल आईपीस, बट तो VNet लेवल पे 5 होंगे और सबनेट पे भी 5 होंगे.
नहीं, VNet
अगर
पे
एक ही
we'll see that. चलो इसका आंसर हम प्रैक्टिकल करते हैं. Anyone else? Yes guys, any other doubt, any other question? I hope you got what he's trying to ask. Did you guys understand his question? This -5 IP which I talked about, कि आप लोगों को usable से पहले 5 IPs minus करने होंगे, ये वाले. So he's asking if I want to create only one subnet in one virtual network. First thing, is it possible? If yes, in total will 10 IPs be deleted or deducted, or only 5? So who could answer that before we go to portal and try doing that? Who wants to give it a try? Yes guys, did you get the question?
I think 5 IP.
Total 5 you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else who thinks VNet level पे 5 हो गए? Okay, got one more answer, only 5. Yes, you guys are correct. Only 5 IPs will be directed. Amit, are you saying something? We are not able to hear you if you are.
No. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, you're audible. Fine. So let's try that. So Henry has a question about usable IP. Usable IPs in VNet and subnet level. We'll do that. Anyone else?
तो अगर 2 सबनेट है तो 10 होंगे कि 15 होंगे?
Then 10. तब 10 हो गए. हर सबनेट पे एक IP ये हो जाता है. 5 IPs डिडक्ट हो गए.
So VNet लेवल पे नहीं होता है ना?
नहीं, VNet पे नहीं होता है. नहीं होता है, but we will call it कि VNet पे भी होता है. It's only when there is only one subnet. एक ही VNet है, because subnet wasn't my requirement, but subnet ऐसा है कि without subnet आप VNet को use ही नहीं कर पाते हो. तो उसको एक just layman term में आप बोल सकते हो कि हाँ VNet पे भी हो रहा है, but technically only at subnet level it happens. But you cannot use a VNet unless
one subnet.
Yes, but you cannot use a VNet without having a subnet. So one subnet has to be there. One subnet आ गया तो मतलब 5 को deduct होना ही है. So sometimes they call it कि भाई VNet level पे 5 deduct हो गए, but technically yes, it is on subnet level. Even if there is one VNet and one subnet, जहाँ पे आपने पूरा उसका ये utilize कर लिया. Let's say VNet में आपके 50 IPs है. Either you could have 5 subnets and 10 IP each, or you could have one subnet 50 IP directly यहीं पर. But यहाँ से 5 minus हो गए. Usable आप लोगों के पास 45 बचेंगे, and you will not be able to create any other subnet then. ठीक है?
फिर
फिर जो 5 माइनस हो रहे हैं सबनेट में, तो 2 माइनस का वो जो कहाँ होते थे, जो 2 माइनस बताया था परसों?
तो इसी में होते हैं, बट दैट इज ऑन प्रीमाइसेस। जब हम लोगों का ऑन, आई एम श्योर यू गाइस रिमेंबर नाउ ऑन प्रीमाइसेस एंड क्लाउड का डिफरेंस। सेम फॉर्मूला 2 गेट्स डिडक्टेड जब आप लोगों का डेटा सेंटर ऑन प्रीमाइसेस पे है। जब क्लाउड पे आ गया तो वो 2 से बढ़ के 5 हो गए। So it's either 2 or 5. If you're on premises, only 2 IPs will get deducted, क्योंकि नेटवर्किंग का फॉर्मूला सब जगह सेम चल रहा है। ठीक है, are you guys getting it? When we are talking about networking on cloud, तो 5 हो गए, 2 को भूल जाओ, वो that was just FYI information थी, so ignore it. इसी को याद रख लो, 5 माइनस हो गए। किस लिए माइनस हो गए और कौन से 5 माइनस हो गए, that I have already shared here. .0 ये होगा, .255 ये होगा, .1, .2, .3. So let's say that if I have this range of my IP address, what will be the IP address of my first resource in this subnet? ये मेरा VNet है और यही मेरा सबनेट भी है, समझ लो आप। ठीक है, सबनेट में मैंने इसमें कुछ भी डिवाइड नहीं किया, सबनेट में कंप्लीट यूज कर लिया। So what will be my first IP address of this? चाहे मैं वर्चुअल मशीन बना रहा हूँ, स्टोरेज बना रहा हूँ, any resource I create in this subnet, what will be my first IP address? Who could tell me? Correct, I've got one answer.
192.168.0.0.
0.4.
Correct, Amit.
अच्छा,
Whoever
usable.
answered 04, Henty, was that you? 00
You
नहीं
asked
होगा।
usable or the first, right?
See, when I say I'm creating a resource, resource पे usable ही IP होगा।
Okay.
Right. A resource cannot have, when I say a resource, इसका मतलब ही कि usable IP ही हम use कर पाएंगे। ठीक है, so yes, it has to be 4. Is it clear, guys? Are you guys getting it? Any doubt you have till now before I move to portal? Yes, guys, anyone? Do not hesitate, ask me if you have any questions. Once we move to portal, I do not want to come back और फिर इस theory में ये नहीं करना चाहता हूँ मैं. So if you have any questions, please ask me now. Once we move to portal, I want to keep that continue then with portal. Amit, I hope it is clear for you. Akib bhai, Irfan, I suppose it's clear for you. You already practiced, so I think it's clear. Khalid, did you get chance to watch other videos and practice? Are we on the same page now?
Yes, Suhail.
Okay, Miranda, I hope it's clear for you.
So
Jafar
Akib
bhai.
here.
Yes,
Actually, I
Akib bhai.
missed last class, so no problem. I'll watch that previous video.
Okay. If any questions, let me know. Yes, Jafar bhai, is it clear for you?
I tried creating a VNet, but I couldn't do it in the range of 10. So I guess someone else is using in the subscription level. That's why. I'm not able
Yes,
to
yes.
do it.
You are in my subscription. There we are using multiple IPs. We'll have to be very careful over there.
Okay.
So I hope all of you are getting Miranda, Ria, Sana, Sonam, Sujata, Sumaya. Sumaya, are you getting it? Did you practice? Vikas, Wasim, Yogesh already confirmed he did that.
Yes.
It is clear.
Okay. Now let's try creating one VNet. We'll try creating a VNet. Okay. So first, let's take the same example. Let's say I'll delete all this. Let's say if you guys can remember, I'll move this one also. From scratch, let's say you are working, you're working on a project. They already have existing subscription, or they do not have, that doesn't matter. Let's say they are saying that I am planning to deploy an application. For that application or a new company or anything, for that application I have a company and I will have 5 departments, right? And the current requirement of my each department is 100 servers. And when I say servers, it is not necessary server, or we'll call it IP, क्योंकि एक environment में server के अलावा भी काफी चीज होती है जिसपे IP required होता है. So I'm saying my current requirement is 80 IPs and my future requirement spelling mistakes को ignore कर दो guys please if there are any. 80 and I have 5 departments. Yes guys, who could help me with designing a network? You could use IP calculators also if you want, but I prefer doing it manually for initial few times. बाद में वैसे हम सब calculator ही use करने वाले हैं. Concept clear होने तक आप लोग manual use करो. Later on हर कोई calculator use करेगा, किसी के पास time नहीं होता कि manual इतना calculation कोई ये करता बैठे. Yes guys, who could help me with the formula and with explanation कि हम क्यों ले रहे हैं, कैसे ले रहे हैं, कितने IPs, requirement कितना हो रहा है IP का, who could start? This is what I have got from my client, that's all. मतलब obviously इसमें name वगैरह बहुत सारी चीजें होती है, but ultimately यही होता है. Figures वहां से जितने चाहिए यही figures हमको मिलते हैं, यहाँ पर वही figures आप लोगों को मिल गए already. So who would like to try? Anyone, or maybe you can segregate one by one. एक answers भी आप लोग कर सकते हो. Who could tell me?
640 requirement है.
640 it's total IP. How did you get to that number?
80 plus 81, 60, 160 into 5, 640 again.
Okay, the concept is clear. I think the calculation थोड़ा सा mismanage हो गया. 800 हो जाएगा 160 into 5.
I'm sorry, 800 again, right?
Okay, so that's fine. As far as concept is clear, calculation मैंने अभी बताया आप लोगों को कि आप हर कोई calculator ही खोल के बैठने वाला है सामने. कोई एग्जाम देने नहीं जा रहे हम लोग. ठीक. So total IP requirement IP कितना है हम लोगों का? 800. Now who could tell me which CIDR could we use?
22.
Irfan says 22. What is the logic? Why 22?
1024.
So the total number, yeah. So the total IP that we require is 800. There are 5 departments. So if we calculate 2 raised to 10, which is which comes to 22. I mean, if we are 32 minus 22, we are getting 10. 2 raised to power of 2 to the power of 10. That will give you 1024 IPs that serve my purpose. I mean, it's more than 800. So we'll go for.
So you're saying we are
22.
taking 22 because we are getting 1024 IPs here, right?
1024 IP, correct.
What
It's
is the
more than
usable
800.
IP? What is the usable IP in this case I'll be getting?
1024 minus 25. No, it's 25, right?
Let's go with this. First thing, let's try. We'll try this one also. Okay. First thing, did you guys understand? Who did not understand this one? कि ये 22 के बाद ये number कहाँ से आया? Anyone who is missing on this point? Though we practiced it a lot in last session, still, before I move ahead, I want to get this clear with you guys. Anyone who still has confusion that why Irfan said 22? I'm not saying कि 22 में हमारा काम हो जाएगा या नहीं हो जाएगा. That is a different thing. That we'll see. My question is, why did he say 22, and based on 22, how did this come? Anyone has any doubt? किसी को भी calculation नहीं समझ में आया है अब तक? Okay, Irfan, could you tell me how did this number come? The formula.
So the formula is 32 minus your CIDR block.
No.
32 minus 22.
Formula. Which formula are we talking about here? We are talking about the formula to get total number of IPs.
Total number of, yeah.
Right. So the formula starts with, if I bring a new field, a new column here. So to get total IPs, sorry, or we can call a network range.
Yeah. 32
formula,
minus n.
Formula is no.
2 to the power 10.
What is the formula? Yes, this is the formula.
To the power n.
Yes. Now we have to get the value, n's value. Now what is the formula to get n's value?
32.
32
minus.
So
we'll first try with 22.
Right. This is 32. Is it a fixed value, or is it
yes,
changeable? And why is it fixed?
Yes.
Why 32? Who could answer that?
Because we are dealing with IPv4, which is 32-bit 32-bit
IP address, right?
IP address.
Right.
Yeah.
And यहाँ पर वो change होता होगा जो भी number आप लोगों को करना. Here Irfan suggested 22, so I am taking 22, which equals to 10, which means n का value हमारा हुआ 10, right?
10.
So
yes.
here the formula is 2 to the power 10. So now if answer
Yes.
is, इसका आंसर है
1024.
1024.
1024.
Is it clear,
Correct.
guys? Are you getting it कि ये 1024 कहाँ से आया हम लोगों के पास? Okay. Now let's say I will start dividing this. Now if I start dividing this, Irfan, now let's go to portal. We'll start slowly. We'll start with practicing with portal.
Yeah.
Let's create one here. What will I type here? What am I creating? What are we discussing? What am I creating here? ये किस चीज की बात कर रहे हैं हम? ये 1024 ये सब क्या है?
VNet.
VNet. It's a virtual network. So what will I type here?
Virtual network.
Right. And I can see it here.
Yeah.
Make sure you select your correct subscription. Make sure you select your own resource group. किसी और के resource group में बनाओगे तो वो नहीं होगा, ठीक है? As of now, I'm selecting anything. I have access on subscription level, तो वो किसी में भी बन जाएगा. Region will read later. Name could give anything. As of now, let's say we decide to give it's a VNet for some financial application. It is in development mode, and this is our 5th VNet or 52nd VNet, whatever it is. 5th VNet. Let's. नाम कुछ भी दे सकते हो, नाम वगैरह ये सब आपको डिटेल में आएगा, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट कि नाम कैसे देना है, ये सब आप लोगों को रिक्वेस्ट में आता रहेगा. सो व्हाट एम आई सेइंग हियर? ओके, व्हिच रेंज आर वी टेकिंग हियर? व्हिच क्लास will it matter which class I take here? Should I go with this or 172 16 वाले में जाना है और 192 168? What is the range here? 172, sorry 172. What is the range here?
What?
This range
31.
31.
31.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, correct. So does it matter which range I take here?
Pick anyone. Doesn't matter.
Right. ये कब मैटर करेगा पता आप लोगों को? ये जब बहुत बड़ा नंबर होगा ना, मिलियंस और बिलियंस में नंबर जाने लग जाएगा ना, तब यहाँ पर आप उसको केटर ही नहीं कर पाओगे, तब मैटर करेगा. बट इतना बड़ा नेटवर्क मैंने भी आज तक नहीं देखा है, ना कोई इतना लंबा नेटवर्क बनाता है. इट्स always recommended to have small networks. It is easier to connect, easier to manage, easier to give accesses, easier to fetch out threads. बहुत easy होता है. बड़ा इतना बड़ा नेटवर्क आप कहीं पर देखोगे ही नहीं, इसलिए हमेशा नेटवर्क को ब्रेक करके यूज करता है. तो ये सिचुएशन आपके पास कभी नहीं आने वाली है. तो you take anyone. In this case, let's say again I'm taking this one. So the CIDR block here is 22, you guys are saying, right? So is this the one we are taking, Irfan?
Yes.
By default ये मुझको कुछ और दे रहा था, but I'm taking this one.
Yeah.
Now how many subnets do I need?
5.
By the way, first let's in the same one, let's answer Henty's question. So the question was, if I create, let's say I have one and only subnet. Okay, I did not need a subnet, but can I create a network without subnet? Let's try doing that. It gives an
No.
error. What error it says? It doesn't have a subnet, which means
Correct.
a subnet is needed. Without subnet we
Yes.
cannot. So even if you do not want one, you will have to have one. So you can give name, let's say your permanent subnet, or it's one and only subnet, or anything, or just you give name subnet because you have only one subnet. यहाँ पर आप full range use कर लोगे इसका 192.168.0.022, इसका आप full range use कर लोगे 0.0 से 22. इसको अगर आपको ब्रेक करना होता तो आप इसमें और कम रेंज यूज करते हैं, ठीक है, इस तरह से. बट नाउ बिकॉज यू वांट टू यूज इट कंप्लीटली, can I use this 23, sorry 21? Is it possible to use 21?
No.
Why not?
Not in the range.
Sorry, right. So you guys understand when we are discussing VNet, तब हम 32 में से बात कर रहे थे, तो यहाँ पर 1 से लेकर 32 कुछ भी आ सकता है. But the moment we have selected 22, so now we are restricted with 22. अब यहाँ पर आप जो है 22 है, तो आप 21 नहीं जा सकते. 22 के बाद 32 तक आप कितना भी ये कर सकते हो. यहाँ पर आप 29 भी जा सकते हो शायद, सी 29 भी ये कर सकते हो, ठीक है। इज इट क्लियर गाइस?
Yes.
Because you have restricted your main network at 22, and if the moment you select here 21, which means kitne IPs? 2041, right? 2043 plus these IPs. So is it possible? Do we have that in total range? Subnet हमेशा कहाँ से आता है? We discussed that with smaller numbers. Subnet हमेशा आएगा VNET से. तो अगर VNET के पास ही 1024 है, so we cannot cross that. ठीक है? So I'm using just one subnet. That's all. It's done. It's done. I can create it and that's all. So how many total IPs were deducted, Henty?
Sorry.
How many total IPs did you see deduction? Only five
Five,
IPs, right? So is
Yes.
it clear? But now this is
Yes.
not our case, so I'm removing this subnet. Again, let's come back to practical here. So five departments, guys. एक department का कितना requirement है, Irfan? Or anyone can answer, not only Irfan. Just because he started doesn't mean he will have to
160.
answer all of them. 160.
160. Yes.
So is there any CIDR block जहाँ से 160 का मुझको मिल सकता है? 160. Okay, let's say. So I am taking this one 192 subnet name. I'll call it subnet 1. In total, we require 5 subnets, right? So if I take here, is there any CIDR block जो मुझको 160 दे सकता है IP address?
No. Not accurate 160.
Then what is the CIDR block which can give me the closest number to 160?
55.
24.
24. कितने दे रहा है 24 में?
250.
255. बट मेरा रिक्वायरमेंट कितना? 160. मतलब रिमेनिंग IP मेरे वेस्ट हो जाएंगे, ठीक है, which is fine. But now do you realize what is happening? If I am giving to, मतलब इसको 255 दे रहा हूं मैं, so isn't it obvious कि हर नेटवर्क पे 255 ही जाने वाले हैं? Are you guys getting it?
It's not gonna suffice.
Right. So if I say that हर नेटवर्क पे मेरे 255 जाने ही वाले हैं, just because I cannot have 160, so 255 अगर मेरा हर नेटवर्क पे जाने वाले हैं, and I have 5 networks, so कितने रिक्वायरमेंट होगा मेरा?
1275. Correct.
1275. And what
So
did
CIDR
we
block
take here?
22 लिया हुआ है,
1024.
उससे कम लेना पड़ेगा.
Exactly.
Correct.
So we could try with 21.
21.
See, you don't even have to come here और ये सब इतना करने की जरूरत भी नहीं होती. आप यहाँ पर ये कर लो, यहीं पर आपको बहुत सारे कैलकुलेशन मिल जाते हैं. यहाँ पर see, if you come here 21, इसी में बता रहा आपको 2043 एड्रेस मिलने वाले हैं. So now if you take 21 here और इसके बाद आप इसको ये कर लो, subnet 2, and this again we could take 24. But what would be the range now? Who could tell me subnet 2 का range क्या होगा? Are you guys getting it? Before you answer this, are you guys, what about others? समझ में आया कि 1024 क्यों नहीं चल रहा है हम लोगों के केस में, इस रिक्वायरमेंट में 1024, why it is not suitable for us? Did you guys get it? क्योंकि ये इक्वली डिवाइड नहीं हो रहा 255 में. 160 से क्लोजेस्ट नंबर है 255, जिसको हम ये कर सकते हैं, राइट? इसलिए हम लोगों को we had to take 255. Yes guys, so what would be the next number here?
192, 168, 1.0 slash 24.
1.0, is that you're saying?
Yes.
Slash
24.
24. And I think now it's clear for you. What would be the subnet 3, guys?
2.0.
2.0 and then so on.
20.
Okay, we don't have to create all of them. Is it clear now?
Yes.
I'll create this network now. Is it clear? Are you guys getting it? कुछ confusion है यहाँ तक? 6 more minutes we are discussing networking. जैसे इस session से हम आते हैं वापस, we'll start deploying virtual machines. ठीक है? Let me deploy one more VNet for you. Meanwhile, this is being deployed. Okay, it's almost done, I guess. It's done. I have a VNet. I'm going there to create one more VNet. So this was the resource group we discussed. VNet. अब मैं कोई requirement वगैरह नहीं बता रहा हूँ आप लोगों को. Okay, let's say just want to show you something. एक छोटा सा example. Let's say if you guys can calculate this. Can I use the same name, by the way? Will you? Okay, it's already gave the error. So you're sure, right? I cannot use the same name. Is it clear, guys? So I'll have to give another name. कुछ नया नाम देना पड़ेगा. Okay.
If we use uppercase, it will accept it, right?
No, it won't. You want to see? Yeah.
Okay.
Majority of the time, Microsoft is not case sensitive. Be it PowerShell, be it command line, be it anything. Linux is case sensitive. PowerShell is not case sensitive. Windows is not case sensitive. There are few exceptions. जब storage वगैरह में हम जाते हैं ना, वहां पर I'll tell you कि कुछ exceptions है जहां पर case sensitive होना पड़ता है. We'll discuss them. Okay.
Okay.
So now let's say I'm taking a range here 172, 17, 0.0, and here I'm taking 26. Is this range possible? First thing, is it private, public? What is it? Yes, guys.
Private.
How many IPs am I getting here with this range 26 के साथ? That's okay. You don't have to do a calculation. Can you see it here?
Yeah.
60 IPs हम लोगों को मिल रहा है, total 63 something. Or let me make it more smaller. Let's say with 28. 28 के साथ कितना है? What I'm trying to explain here is, हाँ, यहाँ पर हमको सिर्फ कितने मिल रहे हैं IPs? Maybe I'll take it 29. थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर लेता है इसको. 29 के साथ कितने IPs मिल रहे हैं मुझको यहाँ पर? 8. Sorry, 27. I wanted to make it. 27. I'm making it 27. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर क्या हो जाएगा? ये पूरा VNet हम यूटिलाइज कर रहे हैं, बट दैट इज नॉट व्हाट आई वांट. नाउ आई वांट कि इसी रेंज में, आर यू गाइस क्लियर विद दिस कि इस रेंज में कितने आईपीस मिल रहे हैं मुझको टोटल? फॉरगेट द सबनेट. इस VNet में कितने मिल रहे हैं मुझको आईपीस टोटल? टोटल आईपीस कितने मिलेंगे 27 में गाइस? Forget the subnet. 32, right? Now in this 32 I want 2 subnets. So how can I do that? Who could tell me? And we have already discussed कि हमको अलग अलग सबनेट्स वगैरह क्यों चाहिए होता है. किसी को कोई एक्सेस देना है, किसी को नहीं देना है. हाउ टू डू दैट विल सी दैट लेटर. कि सबनेट लेवल पे कैसे एक्सेसेस को ब्लॉक करना है, किसी को इंटरनेट यूज करने देना है, किसी सबनेट को नहीं देना है. इसलिए हम लोगों को सबनेट जरूरी है. बट विद दिस वन आई वांट 2 सबनेट्स. रेंज आप आपके हिसाब से डिसाइड कर लो. किसी को 5 आईपी दो, किसी को 10. आई डोंट माइंड. आई हैव नो इश्यूज विद दैट. किसी को एक भी दे दो, जो भी मिनिमम है दे दो. I don't mind. But I want you guys to give me 2 subnets out of this. So what would be the range here?
So we are left with 22, right? Minus 10. 32 minus 10, 22. And we are creating 2.
That's okay. I'm saying I just want a network. एक भी आ गया ना 5 के अलावा I'm happy with it.
Okay.
I'll reuse that IP. I just want you to give me 2 subnets in this one. Yes, guys. We have only 1 minute left for this session. Do you want a break or are we continuing without any break?
You can use 172.17 1.0/30, then 2.0/30. I think.
Okay, let us come back and then we'll try your solution. I guess let's see if that works. Okay, I'll stop this immediately. I'm starting without any break. Same link we'll be using.